Well, I definitely think that it took some time to get into any type of offensive flow, and it definitely hurts us when Charlie gets the 2 early fouls. But I think just when you look at the exhibition game and our two games that we've played so far, she's making progress in a sense of, trying to, even if she gets too early, I mean, she made adjustments at half, which I thought was good. And there's just a kind of a bottom line offensively for us when we have Charlie and Joyner in there. I think that it's an advantage for us. So, I thought that maybe the end of the first half, probably the last 4 to 5 minutes, we paid attention to detail much better defensively, and I thought that was really kind of where we gained our confidence and got into a better flow. And then I thought we played much better in the second half, and I thought everybody contributed in the win in the second half for sure.
Questions?
Charlie, how did you adjust your game after getting those 2 personal fouls?
Yeah, just like Coach said, just learning, from freshman year to now, just how not to foul, how to slow the game down, adjust to the defense, and just keep my hands straight up. I felt like I did a better job of that in the second half. Got 2 early fouls mostly because I was anxious. I was in the right spot at the right time. I was late, so just being early and just adjusting.
Charlie, after hoping the season was lost, now nice was it to come back here at home and get that first victory?
Yeah, you asked how does it feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, coming off that loss, this is definitely a confidence booster for us Sunday. So being able to get this win under our belt, we'll get ready for practice and get ready for Sunday.
Out there, did you feel that you guys had an advantage in the paint with you and Joyner and them and not having that size advantage?
Yeah, for sure. The high-low was there a lot of the times. Definitely had an advantage, and we took advantage of that. And we also shot outside too, so it went well.
Charlie, how does it feel to be playing more minutes than you have?
Yeah, it's definitely different, a drastic difference from last year. Just playing now, being more comfortable, starting, it's all different for me. And I feel like I'm adjusting to it well, and if I continue to practice how I play, I'll continue to grow and go forward with that.
Well, Sean, what was kind of the message at halftime, and what adjustments do you feel the team made?
Well, when we got into the locker room, we discussed amongst each other that we needed to buckle down and take our time on offense, but most importantly, we talked about how we needed to focus more on defense, because if we continue to play defense, then eventually we'll get into the rhythm of the offense.
Karen Kristen said that her team really struggled with your guys' zone in the third quarter. Did you expect that coming out? Did you see something out there that you thought you could exploit?
No, I definitely think that there's a reality to us needing to play some zone this year. I mean, I think everybody knows I'm not a huge fan of zone defenses, but I definitely think with our depth issues and at times just sensible strategy would apply to this particular team that we have, and we've been working on it. I mean, it's not something we just threw out there at halftime. I mean, we've definitely been working on a zone, and I think that it's just going to be something that will sort of be a work in progress for us. But we practice it in practice, but I think that we've got to get in game situations where we see how people try to attack us and where we can make adjustments in the zone as we go along. And I thought that we needed to try to do that, not necessarily for the next game. I mean, I don't know that answer yet, but I do know that there will be times just because of our depth or lack of, that we have to implement that. And I thought it was a good time to work on it.
Coach Aston, how impressed were you with LaShawn and Charlie's performances?
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, I'm pretty hard on them, so I like to nitpick But I definitely think that the biggest thing to me for both of them, for different reasons, is that they need to get comfortable playing the game again. And for Charlie, it's like she just mentioned, the amount of minutes that she's playing and how to maximize them, but also be smart, from a defensive standpoint. And I mean, for a player that didn't play any more minutes than she averaged last year, I would say there were some games that she did, but as far as an average, it's a different mindset. I mean, even just when to breathe, and it's just a learning process for her, and she's going to get better every single time that she steps on the floor, regardless of whether the production looks like that or not. It's a learning process for Charlie, and there's really just the only way to do that is to play. I mean, there's only so much you're going to get out of practice, and then at some point you have to play in the games. And for LaShawn, it's just the relearning of what the games feel like and adjusting to mistakes and going from play to play, and all of those things they'll come very quickly for her because she's experienced 3 years of it, but it's still a process, as it will be for Shug, to be honest with you, because she's been out of practice for so long. She's going to have to jog her memory about some things. So we're a little bit away from probably where we want to be and where we need to be. But the good thing about it is they're working so hard in practice that they'll learn in the games, and this will be easier for them to manage in another month.